Okay, hey guys. I want to give you a quick look at the new updates to the Freelancer model with a lot of the advancements, which are almost getting the ship ready to fly. So there's a couple of exciting things. Most of them are inside, but there's a couple of exterior changes. This is the Freelancer Max. So this is the biggest and the widest of the cargo-based ships. And we'll go over a couple of the outside elements of this ship in a little bit. There's some funky texture stuff happening over here at the moment. I don't know what's going on there, but that'll all be bugged out before this goes active. Okay, so just coming inside the ship itself, layout-wise, the ship's very much um, as per the original. There's a few more textures which have been added in, which is nice. Just starting over this side here, animation wise, these tables fold out, which is fantastic. This is great for engineers, or I guess mining officers, with cargo side of things. So yeah, that's actually quite a cool little area there. The bunks are now active, so these bunks can now be used and climb into these quite easily. The animation's pretty cool. Okay, so once you're in here, this is actually static. You can't move with these individuals, so you can't really do too much. I'm not quite sure what the sleeping side of the game is really going to entail, but anyway, cool, nonetheless. Okay, you can climb up onto the second bunk as well. So the animation of climbing up onto the second bunk is very similar to the bottom one. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's once again, it's a static feature. You can't do anything when you're up here. For those that get motion sickness, maybe just hold your breath while I jump down here. There we go. Okay, so the thing that really starts playing to you when you start seeing the four bunks, you start seeing these extra seats here behind the pilot and the co-pilot. These seats now can be sat in quite easily, which is cool. It's the size of the ship really comes into play. The ship's a lot bigger than you give it credit for. You know, you got your pilot, co-pilot, you've got two possibly full-time staff members here. You could have a couple of engineers sitting at those rear seats and a rear gunner. So all of a sudden, the people on board the ship actually start to multiply quite a fair bit. The areas that I wanted to show you that I think are important is, well, first of all, this airlock here. You can't use that. I don't know how to activate that. That doesn't seem to be have any functionality at the present time, but I'm sure it will when the gameplay comes into full play. Once again, the cargo space here is just ridiculous. The amount of stuff that you can fit in here is pretty cool. Textures are starting to come about, so this polished chrome sort of look and feel, which is going really well. So the rear cargo door obviously has always been animated. This rear gunner seat, it's not animated at this present time. I'm not quite sure how you get into it, but there is a seat up there, so someone will have the ability to obviously get in there at some stage, but don't be fooled by that use icon coming up there. You can't actually use it. Just quickly coming to the outside of the aircraft, you'll notice when I navigate down here under the wing areas that the Freelancer model, the Max, now has a missile component to it, which is, you know, that's fantastic defense mechanism for a ship that really only had light cannons on the side of the aircraft and the rear tow. You know, the combined with the the four engines of this ship and the missile component of it, now it should be able to defend itself against most fighters and also transport its goods. It's got a huge power to weight ratio with those thrusters, but obviously it weighs a lot more and can carry a lot more cargo, so it needs those extra engines in order to move it along. I'm really impressed with how this is coming along. These textures at the back of the aircraft, I keep calling it an aircraft, it's a ship. The back of the ship actually looking pretty cool. They put a lot of time and effort into this, especially with the thrusters. These little signs down here, you know, attention, danger. The engine components, you know, just getting into this, you know, fine detail of the hinge work that they've put on the engines in there is, you know, it's a great ship to buy for those that really want to play the game from a cargo and transport point of view. So anyway, look, it's coming along well. It's almost there. There's only a couple more things for it to do, but you know, there's just a little bit of an update. I was looking for an update. I couldn't find one online, so I thought I'd do one, just update everyone as of, you know, October 2014.